Good afternoon, lovelies. Danielle here, your Access Consciousness Bars facilitator and practitioner, intuitive healer, men's intimacy coach, and spiritual counselor. I was like, how many different labels have I given myself? Basically, I am here to talk to you about something in consciousness that I notice majority of people do. So this comes into addiction, basically. It's the exact same thing. Excuse me, I'm a little bit shiny. I have no powder. I'm trying to eat food before I go to my next job. And I'm eating vegan at the moment. So I actually feel really good, but to get takeout vegan, yeah, definitely challenging. I ended up with rice noodles and vegetables and garlic sauce. So hopefully my body doesn't hate me after this, because I've been doing really plant-based juicing and just feeling really good. I'm kind of like already full. So let's talk. Are you doing relationship as a distractor from yourself, your purpose, your inner journey? So most of us do distractor in general. So most people do distractor from their inner work. And the reason they do that is because they're looking outside of themselves for fulfillment. So we are programmed pretty much from the time that we are born into this world that we should get a job, get married, have a family, and create from that space, right? So then we start to do it and we seek it and we look for these partners or these careers, and then we wonder why when we get to them we're still unhappy, right? And we think that maybe it's the other person and we're in a toxic relationship, or the other person doesn't give you the love that you desire, or the job, you're just overworking, or you end up hating your job, you hate working, you hate the people that you're working with, whatever it is. That was my alarm. What happens is we don't actually have a look at what's going on. And what's going on is that we don't like ourselves. Pretty much. That is the true core belief of everything. Is the core belief that we have for ourselves is I'm unlovable, I'm not enough, and we don't have self-love. Everything in our life would be fixed through that. So we are looking and seeking outside of ourselves all the time for this fulfillment. So feeling full, a feeling of fullness is seeking love, right? So women shop, they overeat, they sleep around. Men do that too. But as a feminine energy, that's what happens, is we seeking fullness of love. And so we seek it outside of ourselves instead of actually looking at ourselves and going within and going, okay, hang on, what about myself am I not in love with, and what do I need to change? And how can I create that? I just realized that I've probably got like tummy rolls and I just got all self-conscious. No self-love there. No, it's just more from aesthetic appeal kind of thing. I was like, I'm slunched over my food. I should... So what we do is we seek love and fulfillment outside of ourselves when we truly are the only ones that can fulfill ourselves. So if there's a part of our relationship that's not working, are we looking at the relationship as to what we're seeking? What reflection? Everything is a mirror. Everything, literally everything. If there's somebody that you don't like and they've got aspects in there, what is that mirroring back at you? What part of you have you either unhealed? Have you not got in touch with? What are you putting judgment on? Because that there, if you start looking at the outside world and what you're seeking and what you're judging, then that will tell you exactly what you're missing through here. To become more heart-centered, you need to practice self-love. You need to know that you have the deservability for anything. If you're lacking self-love and you get into a relationship, you are going to attract somebody who has no self-love. Therefore, they're going to have insecurities. They could possibly be abusive. They could be toxic in a way, or you could be both toxic for each other because you're seeking something that you're not giving you, right? So I've found that a lot of people that go on this journey, to consciousness and, to following their purpose and doing whatever they're here to do on this planet, because God knows, sometimes I don't know, but I'm here to change the world is my little saying. And it used to sound crazy until I started to realize I think I am crazy. And I'm totally okay with that. I'm weird and crazy and I do not fit in here and I'm not from this reality and I don't care anymore because I'm actually happy and I'm creating a life that I want, because I've learned that everything that I made myself wrong for, I actually have so many gifts in the things that are wrong or have been wronged for me. So when you start to acknowledge those things and you start to stop judging yourself and you're like, okay, what actually makes me happy? What do I desire? What do I want to create in my life? Then you realize that you don't actually have time for other people in that way. You don't, and creationship, which is something that Access talks about, is amazing and it can be amazing. But until you're at a certain level within yourself and you're at a point where you can maybe see, yeah, okay, I have these insecurities. Okay, I have these walls and barriers, and I'm vulnerable enough to say, yeah, these are my painful areas because of my past. Then you're not going to be as inclined to project them onto somebody else or to hide them, and then you're attracting somebody from being inauthentic. So do you really want to be in a relationship, or do you really just want to be investing that time into you? Because your relationships in the past haven't made you happy, have they? Well, some. Maybe, I don't know. Me, not so much. My relationships in the past have not made me happy. Okay, so my goal now is to make me happy 100% and live and stop giving my energy out to other people and to actually use it to drive forward and to share my message and to share the knowledge that I have and to give to people that are ready to receive it, and do what fulfills me, what makes me feel full within myself. And that's helping people, that's growing, that's knowledge, that's being in alignment, that's so many things. And when I am truly at a place where I can be like, okay, I've worked through my deservability stuff, because that's a pretty big one. If you don't think you're deserving, then you're probably not going to create a relationship that is going to fulfill what you're desiring. Because if you're in a space of not seeing that you deserve things, then it's going to be really challenging to actually receive that. You're not going to be in a space of receiving because you've already got an energetic block up. So I need to have a breath. Sometimes I get a little bit like, I want to talk to you guys like I'm talking to a client, and then I go back into these old patterns of talking to Facebook and I don't talk with clarity. So I'm still deleting that old program and going into this new one where I talk with clarity about all the things I know, because I am extremely knowledgeable, and not going into judgment of that. So right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Ooh, there was a lot of energy there. So if you haven't heard that before, that is the Access clearing statement, right? So basically when you go into judgment of yourself, or you have something that keeps coming up and you want to get rid of it and you want to change it, you can use that clearing statement, and it releases and breaks down the energy that's stopping you from making the new choice. And it's amazing how it can shift your reality and change your point of view, and you can receive information that you weren't able to receive before. Now, off topic. Relationship can be used as a distractor, just like jobs, just like children. I've chosen children as a distractor. I had 4 children and twins. Why would somebody call me in the middle of a live? Grah! So I don't know if I'm still live. Hopefully I am. But we can go into that energy really, really quickly. Hang on. Distraction. See, I've gone into distraction. What was my purpose right now? it was talking about distractor, and how distractor is very easy to go into because it's a programming and it's a pattern of behavior that this matrix that we live in, and with everything that's going on at the moment, and I may hopefully not get censored. I've been watching some censorship stuff at the moment. So London Real, that's really interesting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out. You might get raise your awareness around some of the things that are happening at the moment. But at the moment, the key thing, if we really want to make change here for ourselves, for humanity, is going here and going, okay, what inner work do I need to do? Because everything will shift with self-love. If I love myself, if I know that I'm deservable, if I know I've got a lot to offer, if I know what works for me, if I know what brings me joy, if I get to a place where I can clearly see that and I'm happy, I'm at a place of peace. Yes, I've still got shit to work on, but I'm at a place of peace, then I'm going to attract in the right relationships. Not going into a relationship to fulfill and distract you from what is happening here. All right, I love you all. If you enjoy my videos, and the alarm again, I don't believe it's woo-woo. I don't believe I'm even spiritual. I think I'm conscious. But if you enjoy your videos on consciousness and healing and breaking patterns and beliefs and changing the energy to create what you want to, what you desire, please comment below, say hi, where you're watching from. Make sure you press follow on my page, on either my personal page. You're welcome to add me as a friend. I share a lot more content on there. Add me as a friend, but click follow first so you can see my videos first. Also share them with anyone who you think may find this interesting, and to stay up to date with any classes and special offers. All right, I love you all. Have a beautiful day.